Good morning, children.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
Started with the topic agricultural implements and the introduction of plough we learned. We'll be learning about more about plough as well as a few other agricultural implements we'll be learning. And what did we learn about plough? The introduction part. Adityan, what did we learn about plough?
Plough is used for putting the
Different uses, 4 uses we learned.
yes, ma'am.
Plough from the name itself, what do you understand? It is used for
Filtering
the soil.
filtering. Wait. Adityan, what did you say? Filtering.
Tilling the soil.
Tilling.
Tilling.
Okay, tilling the soil. Then
Then
only for tilling.
no, ma'am.
Then
To make the soil soft.
How? Tilling itself will means that it makes the soil loose. Shane, tell me the other points. Adityan.
Ma'am,
Ah.
it is used for adding fertilizers.
Adding fertilizers. Lakshmi, another point.
And it is also used for removing the weeds.
And also for scraping the soil.
Scraping the soil.
So let us learn more about a plough.
Ma'am, one more point.
And one more point we learned.
Yes.
It
What
is
was the
drawn
point?
by bulls.
Plough made of wood and is
okay.
drawn by a pair of bulls, horses, or camels.
Agreed. I asked about the uses. That's why I didn't include that. Okay. I asked what are the different uses, in what all ways you can use the use a plough. Okay, good. You people have revised it. Happy to know that. Now we are going to see some of the main parts of a plough. Okay, let's see more about plough. Parts of a plough. We already know the different uses of plough, but what we need to know is about the parts of a plough. A plough is having a triangular iron piece or an iron strip, which you call as ploughshare. And it has got another part which you call as plough shaft, which is a long log or a piece of wood attached. So at one end, you can find a strong triangular iron strip. The iron piece is somewhat triangular in shape. A strong triangular iron strip and also a long log of wood. These are the two main parts. The long log of wood you call as plough shaft, whereas the triangular iron piece you call as a plough share. Here you can see the picture of a plough shaft and plough share you can see here. And there is a handle. You can find a handle at one end of the shaft. Actually, here it is said at one end of the shaft, but this part is known as... Wait. This is actually the handle. In some pictures, it is clearly seen. And wait a minute, I'll show you another picture. I will show you another picture here. This is the picture from your textbook, and from here it's not very clear, the handle, but in some it is very clear. Let me see whether I can show you in the picture, which is here.
1 minute.
Wait a minute. Can you see? Is it focusing?
Yes, ma'am.
Handle. I know it is mirror image, but still this part, this is the handle. Okay. This is the handle. Can you see? Yes,
ma'am.
this part. Okay. So that is the handle. But here it is not very, it is not marked and may not be clear to you. And it doesn't feel, we cannot make out that it is at one end of the, yes.
I'm here.
Where?
Ma'am, can you see?
No, I cannot see. You're showing something. Wait a minute. Let me see. Yes, where are you? Handle is not mentioned there. No, is it marked over there, handle? No.
No, ma'am. In text.
That's what I said. In the text, same picture, the picture which is given in the textbook I have given, there they have not marked handle. So handle you can see, as I told you, this side. That what I have circled in red is the handle. Now
Ma'am.
moving, yes.
Ma'am, can you hear me?
Can I?
Ma'am, can you hear me?
Ah, yes, I can hear you.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. So there is a handle at one end of the shaft, and then the other end is attached to a beam. So other end of the plough shaft is attached to a beam. Beam is also marked in your the textbook diagram, and as well as here it is marked. You can see a beam which is placed on the necks of the bulls. So on the neck of the bull, you can find this is the beam. Okay, beam is placed on the neck of bulls, and the one end, the other end of the plough shaft. See, this is the plough shaft. So this end is attached to the beam, and beam will be fixed on the placed on the necks of the bulls. As you can see in the figure, I'll repeat again. The two main parts of a plough are plough share and plough shaft. Plough share is a strong triangular shaped iron piece present at one end, and at the other end, the other main part is a long log of wood which you call as plough shaft. And you can see a handle also at one end, and the other end of the plough shaft is attached to a beam, and this beam is placed on the neck of the bulls, or whichever is the animal. On the neck of those animals, it will be fixed. The body of those animals, it will be fixed, so that the device can run smoothly, or that can be worked, or the farmer can use that device very smoothly through the fields. Once again, a plough is having two main parts: a triangular iron strip, which you call as plough share, and the long log of wood is known as plough shaft. And you can even find a handle at one end, and the other end of the plough shaft is attached to a beam, and this beam is placed on the neck of bulls. Okay, children? So that was about the plough. Now we are moving on to the next device, hoe. You can see the picture of hoe here. So many parts are labeled, but you don't have to learn about all these parts. Some main parts which are mentioned in your textbook only you need to learn. And seeing this, what does it appear like? It resembles what? Any other device?
Beam.
Like a gun.
Ah, yes. Even I felt the same thing. I felt it is resembling a gun. It's a simple tool. Okay, it is not mentioned in the textbook. Okay, I felt so I just wanted to know whether anybody felt the same thing. It's a simple tool, and it is pulled by animals. Just like in the case of a plough, this is also pulled by animals. And this device is used mainly for two purposes. Definitely for ploughing, or for loosening the soil, and also for removing the weeds. And let's see the parts of it. It has got a long rod. Here you can see a long rod. You can see a long rod which can be made of either of wood or iron. Wood or iron. And another important part which you can find here is a strong, broad, bent iron plate, which is very sharp. And it works like a blade. So as the device moves through the soil, it will help in making the soil particles loose, and also to remove the weeds present or the unwanted plants. Once again, hoe is a very simple device, and we use it, or the farmers use it, for removing the weeds and also for loosening the soil. And the two main parts are a long rod of wood, a long rod either made of wood or iron, and it has got a strong, broad, bent, slightly bent iron plate. It's made of metal, made of iron, and it is very sharp, and it works like a blade. You know how sharp is a blade? Similarly, this plate is also very sharp that will facilitate the removal of weeds and loosening of the soil. That was a second device. Now, one more device is there, which is commonly used nowadays.
Cultivator.
Here
Tractor.
yes, tractor driven cultivator. It's used
Can you
for,
please show the last slide one
I
more?
will show all the slides. Okay, with this we'll complete the different agricultural implements and then I will show you. Okay, so here you can see a cultivator. This is known as a cultivator. Yes. This is a cultivator and it is attached to a tractor. And the advantage here is that no need of any manual labor. One has to drive this tractor and the ploughing will be done. Okay, so there is no need of putting in manual effort. Time also will be saved. This is fully automatic or fully a machine. Here, no need of any manual labor. Hence, it will save the time and effort of farmers. That is why nowadays, a tractor-driven cultivator is preferred over the other traditional agricultural implements for ploughing. So it's mainly used for ploughing, a tractor-driven cultivator. The advantage is that it will save the time and labor of the farmer. You can complete the process or the ploughing can be done very quickly when compared to the other devices, and effort taken by the farmer is also less. He doesn't have to put in any manual labor, just the vehicle or this tractor has to be driven, that's all. Okay, and if it is a huge area, a very large area of field, we can complete, the farmers can complete within no time. But if it is done using a plow or a hoe, which are pulled by animals, it will take more time, manual labor, and the animals also should be used, their availability also should be seen. But here all those problems are solved and it completes the work within a short span of time and saves the effort of farmers. Okay, now all these we will quickly see and then we'll proceed to the next topic. So the different agricultural implements. We learned about a plow. Plow is used for tilling, adding fertilizers, removing weeds and also for scraping the soil. It is made of wood and it is drawn using, or it is pulled using a pair of bulls, horses or camels. And then we learned about the parts of a plow. And I told you it has got two main parts, a plough share and a plough shaft. Plough shaft is a long log of wood, whereas plough share is a strong triangular iron strip. And it's also provided with a handle at one end. The other end of the plough shaft is attached to a beam which will be fixed on the neck of animals. So that was all about plough. Then we learned about hoe, which resembles a gun in appearance. It's a simple tool and it is used for removing the weeds and also for loosening the soil. It has got two main parts. One is a long rod of wood or iron, and attached to that you can find a strong, broad, bent iron plate, which is very sharp and it works like a blade and can easily carry out the functions like removing weeds and loosening the soil. And finally, we learned about tractor-driven cultivator. And tractor-driven cultivator is preferred by farmers nowadays when compared to all the other traditional devices for ploughing, because it will save the time and labor of farmers. So whoever can afford, they go for tractor-driven cultivator so that ploughing can be carried out very easily without putting in much effort. Okay, fine. Learn the points?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Shall I move on to the next topic, or we can have a quick recap and then we'll proceed? Okay, some of you have turned your videos off. What is the reason? Albert Jojo, Anthony Babu. They want their names to be called out. Gauri Shangari. Sri Ram, Ahmad Affin, Shifana. I think some of them wants me to call out their names. Okay, Albert Jojo, agreed. Then Sri Ram, Amal. I won't mark attendance for you. Okay, that's why I'm reminding you in between. Later onwards, you should not say that I was present. We see and believe. If we have to believe that you people are there on the other side, just by the names we cannot believe, no? We have to see you. That's why. Shifana, Ahmad, Krishna Kripa. Krishna Kripa joined just now. Sri Hari, Angelia. And if some severe connectivity issues you are facing.
My video is on.
Now, when I called out your name, it was not on. Okay, let me continue with the recap. Who will say? Abhinand, tell me about a plough. The points that we learned today. Okay. The parts of a plough. One point you can say.
There is a handle at the one end of the shaft.
Okay, easy point you chose, no? Okay, Prajida, another point.
Ma'am, it has a strong triangular strip that is made of iron. That is called plowshare.
Okay, now next point, Baja.
Yes, ma'am. And a long log of wood is known as plough shaft.
So plough shaft, plowshare, handle. What else is remaining? What else we learned? Ishal?
Yes, ma'am. It is attached to a beam.
The other end of the plough shaft or one end of the plough shaft is attached to a
Beam.
Beam.
Which is placed on the neck of the bull.
Very good. Now then we learned about a hoe. Hessa, what did we learn about a hoe?
It is a tool which is pulled by animals.
Okay. Another point. Lakshmi?
Ma'am, it is used for removing weeds and loosening the soil.
Good. Then Anthony?
Ma'am.
Answer. We were discussing about a tool. Continue. More about hoe.
It is made up of a sharpened iron plate. It is like blade.
Okay, what is the other part? Pranav? He told about a iron plate, strong, broad, bend iron plate. What else? What else we learned about a hoe? Some other part also I mentioned. Pranav, did you disappear? So far I could see your video. Suddenly, where did you go? Yes. Tell me. It also consists of?
It also consists of
a rod
of wood or iron.
You want to read, that's why you turned your video off. For reading, you turned it. In between, when you're saying, your video is getting turned off. Okay. It has got a long rod which is made of wood or iron. Then finally, we learned about a tractor-driven cultivator. And I told you that farmers nowadays prefer a tractor-driven cultivator over the other traditional devices for ploughing. Why? Tanmay, what is the reason?
It saves time and labor.
Very good. Okay, now we'll continue.
One more point is there.
Tell me, what is the other point?
Plough is done nowadays by tractor-driven cultivator.
That is what I said. Nowadays, farmers are preferring that. What is the reason? Okay, we already mentioned that point. Okay. Now, moving on to the next agricultural practice. We learned about different devices or different agricultural implements used for several purposes other than ploughing, mainly for ploughing, and they also perform other functions along with ploughing. Now we are moving on to the next agricultural practice. Who will tell me which is the next agricultural practice?
Sowing.
Sowing. Okay, sowing. We are going to learn about sowing. So we have to sow the seeds. Once the seed bed is ready, once the soil is ready, now we have to sow the seeds. What type of seeds should we select? What type of
Wheat
seeds?
seeds.
Good ones.
It will be
Healthy ones.
according to
Clean.
Best quality.
Healthy seed.
Ah, yes, clean, healthy, good quality seeds. Okay. Now, is there any trick to find out healthy and spoiled seeds?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, tell me.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am,
Don't depend on the textbook. From your daily life experience, you should tell me. How can you find out?
If
the
we
good one.
One at a time.
with
Ah.
very fat and very shiny. That is.
Sandini, the one which is very fat, those seeds
Ma'am.
are good. Huh?
Ma'am,
some seeds will find like hollow. They are bad.
Ma'am, we put
Wait,
them
wait.
in water. The ones which sink down are good
Yeah.
ones, and the one.
Shane, nicely you're reading from the textbook. No? You got help from
No,
the
ma'am,
textbook?
I don't
No?
have my.
Ma'am,
Okay, good.
I
If
don't
you-
have any book near me.
ma'am,
My grandfather does this.
Very good, very good.
ma'am,
Okay, Shane, you said your grandfather used to do it, no?
Yes,
He's
ma'am.
got a farm?
Yes, a paddy field also.
You told me last day, remember. Very good. See, that is the trick to find out. One trick which the farmer uses to find out healthy and unhealthy seeds or spoiled seeds. And somebody was saying that the unhealthy seeds, the spoiled seeds will be hollow. All these points are interconnected. Tell me why it is hollow. Hollow means what? Who said that point? Hollow means Parvati. When you say hollow, what do you mean by that? A seed is hollow. Means what?
There's nothing inside.
Some cavity inside. Why the cavities form? Where the contents have gone? Where the
it disappeared. Because
how it cannot disappear?
Worm.
Not magic.
Microorganisms.
Worms. Yes, not only microorganism. It can be eaten by insect, pest, different type of weevil or some pest can eat it. Insects, different insects can eat it, and sometimes you can even see the insects inside. You can see the head of the insect popping out from that hole. Have you noticed it?
Yes, ma'am.
Next time, when
In
your
beans,
mother,
beets.
next time when your mother, for cooking some pulses, first she will wash them, wash these seeds. So while she is washing, you can find some of the seeds will be floating on water, and she will throw it away.
peas.
And only the peas, whatever it is, any type of gram or pulses, and those which are settling at the bottom will be chosen, will be taken for cooking, because those are healthy. And even if it is for sowing purpose, only such seeds will be selected. Those which are hollow means it is affected by different pests. They have eaten the content inside, which makes it hollow. When it is hollow, will it be light or heavy?
Light.
Heavy, light.
The
You know,
wind.
lighter things will float on water. Heavier things will
Yes,
sink.
ma'am.
Like if
Water.
you put some lighter objects in water, you can see them floating. You make paper boats, and paper boats will float. Am I
But-
right? But if you place
Yes.
some, if you throw some
Yes.
stones, or if you place some stones, it will sink, because stone is heavy and the paper boat is very light. So lighter objects will float. So let's see more about sowing.
Ma'am,
Yes.
one time when I cut the mango, so much worms was inside it.
Spoiled one.
Yes, ma'am, white color worms.
Oh, white color worms. And you, after eating or before eating, you found it out?
Before eating.
Then it is okay. No problem.
Food.
Otherwise, mango would have become non-veg, no? If you eat it,
Yes, ma'am.
non-veg mango and veg mango. Okay.
Ma'am,
Sowing. Yes.
Cauliflower and also how much will be there?
Cauliflower also it will be there. How can you get rid of the worms from cauliflower?
Ma'am,
before
we
cooking?
need to
water.
put turmeric.
You will
And
add it
some
to
turmeric powder.
some lukewarm water, slightly warm water, and you will add some salt and even some
Turmeric
turmeric.
Turmeric powder.
So then these worms will come out of the vegetable or come out of this cauliflower, and you can see them, and you can easily spot them out. Otherwise, they'll be hiding inside the cauliflower. Okay. Sowing is the most important part of crop production. Which is the most important part of crop production? If such a question comes, you have to say sowing. Because it is dependent, like what seeds are selected. Depending on that, the yield will be there. Okay, the harvest, the yield depends upon the seeds selected for the purpose for sowing. Good quality seeds. You should select good quality seeds. What do you mean by good quality seeds? They should be clean, they should be healthy, and they should be of a good variety. So you have to select good quality seeds. If you select bad quality seeds, then accordingly the product also will be bad. The yield what you're getting, it won't be of high quality. Then nobody will buy it. Nobody can use it if it is of poor quality. Even from the market, nobody will purchase a poor quality product. So it is very important that we select clean, healthy, and good variety seeds for sowing. Now, as you said, here is a technique to find out.
Ma'am, can
Or
you
to separate out, I'll repeat. To separate out spoiled seeds from healthy seeds, you have to add them to water. So damaged seeds which are hollow, they'll be light in weight. They'll be floating on water. Whereas healthy seeds being heavy will sink. And you can select those seeds that are settled, or the seeds that have settled at the bottom, you can select, or the farmers can select and use it for sowing. Okay.
Can you show the last slide?
Yes, I will. Sowing is the most important part of crop production. And for sowing, the farmers should ensure that the seeds which he has selected, the seeds selected are of good quality, clean, healthy, and good variety seeds should be selected. And we can separate, or we can differentiate. We can differentiate spoiled seeds from healthy seeds by adding them to a bowl of water, or by adding them to water. And you know, the damaged seeds will be hollow. The damaged seeds are hollow. Why are they hollow? What makes them hollow?
Because the microorganisms.
Yes, because not only microorganisms, the different insects, the pest will damage it. And once it is damaged, what will happen? It will leave the seeds hollow. And when the seeds are hollow, it will be very light and it will be seen floating on water. See, as you can see in the figure, the seeds are added to water. And the damaged seeds will be light in weight because the content inside has been eaten by insects, the different pests. So there'll be cavities inside. Because of these cavities, they'll be light in weight, they'll be hollow, and they will float on water. Whereas the healthy seeds will be heavy when compared to damaged ones, and they will sink to the bottom, and the farmers can select the seeds that have got settled at the bottom. Am I clear?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Any slides to be seen?
Ma'am, this slide.
Okay, quickly note it down. Damaged seeds. It can be asked, how can you separate healthy seeds from spoiled seeds? Or why do some seeds float on water and why some are sinking? And this is a daily life experience. As I said, when your mother is preparing some or cooking some pulses, some grams, before cooking, she'll be washing it, or she'll be adding it to water, and all those seeds which are found floating on water will be thrown off. And only the healthy seeds which have got settled at the bottom will be taken for cooking. Yes?
And when it became bad, bad smell will come.
Not always. Bad smell generally, I haven't noticed. Maybe after some time, some fungus infection is there. Then it will start smelling bad. In the beginning, when it is affected by these pests, the smell as such will not come.
And then the worms will die, right? When
Yes, when we
worms
add it to
die.
water, they will die. They cannot survive in water. Okay. Shall I wind up?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now
Yes,
you can
ma'am.
quickly recap the points that we learned. We learned about sowing just now. Who will start? Who can say? Somebody start, no? And Amna, Shirin. Just summarize the points. Which agricultural process we discussed just now? Sowing, yes. And about sowing, what did we learn? Yes, Adityan, you can tell me one point.
Sowing
One
is
point.
the most important.
It is the most important part of sowing. What type of seed should we select? Amal, what type of seed should we select?
Can you repeat the question?
What type of seeds should be selected by the farmer?
Healthy,
It should be healthy,
good quality.
good quality or good variety. Yes, then.
It should not be whole.
Whole, it should not be affected by any pest. That means good quality seeds. Okay, seeds which are clean, healthy, and of good variety should be selected. Or generally, you can say select. The farmer should select good quality seeds. What else we learned, Hesam? What else we discussed?
Good healthy seeds will remain in the top of the. It will
Why?
sink down. It will sink in
Good
the
seeds
water.
will sink or will
Sink.
float?
It will sink in the water.
Okay.
Because
Now,
it's
why some seeds are sinking to the bottom, or why they are settling at the bottom? Who
Because
will say?
it's-
Wait. I'll give the chance to someone else. Okay, Issa.
Because they are heavier.
What makes them heavy? Because it's not.
There is
eaten
grains inside, and the insects they have not eaten. anything.
Insects have not damaged the seeds, so they are heavy. And some seeds, the spoiled seeds, why they float on water? Anthony,
Ma'am,
why the spoiled seeds float on water?
damaged seeds will float on water due to their hollow and lighter and
What makes them hollow? What makes them hollow?
which adds some chemical and the worms.
Not chemicals. It is eaten by some insects. The content inside, it has been eaten by, or it is already eaten away by some insects. Sometimes you can even see insects over there. Yes. Somebody
Can
asked.
you show the last slide, please?
Previous slide. I will send you the screenshot. Is that fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Because it's already
Only
done.
one point.
This
like
whichever you're sending in the group is the notes, right?
You don't have to copy it again. I'll be sending the lesson notes at the end of the chapter. But what I'm sending now is to check, verify whether you have noted down all the points from the lecture. So if you have missed out any points, you need to compensate. For that, I'm sending the slides. Screenshot of
So
the
the
slide.
slides are not the notes, right?
You are writing lecture notes. Am I right? So if you have missed out some points, if there are some mistakes, you can rectify it by seeing my slides or the screenshot of the slide. Again, you don't have to repeat it. If you have completed your lecture notes, you don't have to copy it again. You will get lesson notes again at the end of the chapter. Okay? Fine? Shall we wind up?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Thank
Bye,
you.
ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Bye.